Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, as you can see, I am a level 50 monk, which means we are going to be tackling the Pugilist and monk quests from 1 to 50. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in just a little bit. Here we are. We're at the Pugilist Guild now. Our next job is going for Pugilist Monk. So, Gagaruna, I would like to apply to this fine establishment you have here. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. We Pugilists are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training, we forge devastating weapons of our fists and feet, which we employ to great effect in battle. There is no better place than in all the realm to train in our discipline than here. If you would walk the path of the Pugilist, I highly recommend you add your name to our role. What say you, friend? Yes. A decision you'll not regret. Before we proceed to the paperwork, it is essential that you know something of our guild's storied past. Since time immemorial, man has used whatever it has been at his disposal to settle disputes. In the beginning, that meant fighting with his fists. Such hand-to-hand combat existed in various forms throughout Eorzea, each evolving independently from one another. The origins of pugilism as we know it, however, can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there arose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we Pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested a lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. And now then, before we proceed with your enrollment, you must first obtain the guildmaster's approval. Let me know when you're ready to meet him. I'm all ready to go, sir. So, you ready to present yourself for the Guildmaster's inspection? Yes. Master Haman is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the blood sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired and favored training with aspiring fighters. You'll find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show them the fighting spirit that burns within you. Alright. Haman! I wanna be a pugilist. Past time you got your arse back here. Well, what do the dancer have to say about my proposition? Excuse me? Eh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything decent, I swear to the gods. Sir? What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as guildmaster, I would glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we Pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only then, such fierce combinations can a Pugilist realize the potential. Ah! Alright, sir. I need you to calm down. Crikey, it's been from all this talking. You want to speak more, lass? You give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Alright, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the Pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Yes. Yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. To help you on your way, I'll add some names to your hunting log. Opponents that you might hone your skills against. And so, to make a putting Pugilist of you, here's your very own pair of Hora. They're a tad old and rusted, but they'll serve to make you look meaner, and I reckon. Now I have a mind to assign you your first lesson. Arm yourself with your weapons and let me know when you're ready to begin. I am all set to go, sir. Where is it? There it is. Now I gotta do this. There we go. All stylized, ready to go. Let me make this a gear set. There we go. Pugilist! Now I gotta add all this stuff back. I'll go back on my other classes and fix their and add this to their hotbars later. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. I can move this to there. Oh shit, hold on. No! Oh fuck me. Well. Alright, hold on. God damn it. Oh. How to do it? Shit me. Oh, there we go. I briefly forgot how to forgot how to change it. All right. Shit. There we go. That's better. I'll move this up. It's not what I want, sir. We'll sprint. We'll sprint there. There we go. And before I forget, let me my gotcha greens. And my mount. There. All right. Looking every bit of Pugilist lasts. Now the learning lesson can commence. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fletching skills against the vermin of Thanalin. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, and 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Now, this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using the horror I just gave you. It counts for naught if you skewer the beasts with a spear or fry them with a spell, say. Well, obviously. Now, I'm gonna go see the beasts. When it comes, now, I'm gonna say this now. When it comes to, like, the mundane, stuff we have to do, like, go here, kill this, come back, and report. I'm just gonna cut that out like I did with the Black Mage videos. But when there's like story involved in the fighting, like if there's a solo instance, or if there's some bit of story involved in it, like if you're interacting with NPCs, those will be included. But quests like these, where it's just go here, kill 3 of these things, come back, report, you're done. I'm not gonna include it. So we'll be back when we're when I've killed them all. When I've killed all the mammoths, hornets, and shrews. All right, we're back. I killed my I killed what I needed to kill. I got a couple levels, and I've settled on a glamour for my melee DPS. The chest piece is what I use in my main. Sorry about that. Oh God. Let me try this again. Alright, we are back. I killed what needed to be killed. I got some new armor off the marker board, and I've also got my I got most of my glamour set up for my melee DPS. The chest piece is what I use for my main. The leggings were kind of a issue, because the problem was the leggings I use in my main, which mixed very well with the chest piece, by the way. is it what we're an event item and you can't. I looked on to see if I could buy it off of Mog Station. You can't. So I had a tough time trying to find alternatives, but I found this, which honestly looks actually blends in really nice. So we're sticking with it. Ah, you're back, and none worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a Pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. So get out there, Cecil, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Haha. All right. Ready to take on the next task. You've been training hard, Cecil. I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're ready for your next lesson. But before we begin, some warming up's in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Ul'dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Now that my money's lying out there, now that's my money lying out there, so I want you to go about it like there's an Amalazar band on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can't go sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while through each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. As a Pugilist, it's essential that you learn to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to get it worn out. When that happens, the fight's as good as over, and you'd be sorry if you had a bet on yourself. I think he's referencing the old TP system. Back then, this game, I think prior to Stormblood, this game had HP, MP, and TP. TP was Melee's version of MP. Skills costed TP. Sprint would take up all of your would take up the whole TP bar. And if you ran out of TP, you'd be in a sore spot. You couldn't do anything essentially. But they've since gotten rid of the TP, which is probably one of the better changes this game could have had. In all honesty, the TP system was not great. All right, guy, I got your gold for you. Scatter around the city. That's my money line out there, lass. I thank you to hurry and pick it all up before some vulture swoops on it. I got it all, sir. 500 gil. Crocky, this is good. This is good for a week's worth of. I mean, well done, Cecila. Now that you're all warmed up, we can see your lesson. A trial, to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thanalan. There you'll find 4 large stones. The trial stones, they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot shine combo. The impact will rouse earth sprites that will sleep within, and which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard pressed, there's no shame running away. You're still learning the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. And remember this: strikes bring down opponents, but if it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Cecila, and good luck. Thanks, guy. Where is these trial stones at? All right, that's. Alright, guy. I got a level. I killed your trial stones. I killed some earth sprites. What do you think? Do I have your approval? He's laughing at me. So, you're giving the earth sprites what for? Well done, Cecila. By smiting stone and earth, you forged unyielding weapons of your fists. Your nigh endless fount of vigor, Cecila. Alright, just like myself in my younger days. It's got sound effects and everything. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course she's promising. She's training under Hamun. Holy Fizz! That's our master Hamun. Cecil, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Chichudo. My pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Hamun's right-hand man. Or right hand, though there's still much more I have yet to learn. Together, let us strive for mastery of our art. Chichudo joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She was my first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other, to be sure, but... Let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Cecil's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my gear from her? My gear is rather worn down. I do need the money for repairs. Yes, Cecila's future is what future. Cecila's future with us is bright indeed. What am I, an errand girl? If she keeps up her efforts, she may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another lesson for you. All right. Why don't you hopefully get more in shape. All right. I don't need any of this, but thank you so much. So I'll take that. All right. We will be back when we are level 10. I'll have my hotbar set up, and yeah. Alright, we are level 10, well technically 11, so let's jump on into the next quest, shall we? Come on! What would you have me do now? There you are, Cecila. I see you've been training hard as ever. Your eyes are starting to have the sharpness of a predator about them. Last time you learned the basics of combinations. Today I would have you build on that knowledge. I've set up 5 wooden dummies outside the guild, along the merchant strip. By way of a warm-up, I want you to do with each solid boot shine combo. Oh, and don't mind the townsfolk who've gathered to watch. Really? I'm putting on a show now. What is this? So the wooden dummies have felt your wrath? Good, now we can move on to your lesson. When you first came to us to taught you their combinations make a Pugilist. What you need to know next is not only the hodgepodge of strikes makes a combination, there's an order to things, a natural flow from one technique to another. Today I would have you practice one of the most elementary combinations in Pugilist's arsenal. It goes like this. Lead in with a swift boot shine combo, keep your foe off balance with a true strike, then bring it home with a blistering snap punch. With practice, combinations such as this will become second nature. They must if you expect to become an accomplished Pugilist. Now, you want to need some opponents to practice on. A concurrent that infests a rat's nest in central Thanos not to serve. Hit them with snap punch 3 times, and we'll call it a lesson well learned. Alright, so I'll be back when I've whipped the concurrent into shape. Alright. That was incredibly fast. I'm getting OBS problems. What's going on here? Drop frames. Hopefully the frame drops aren't too bad. Cause it's a recording, I can't tell, and I got the Black Mage videos kind of finished rendering out, so hopefully the lag isn't too bad for this part. You've already mastered the snap punch combination? Crikey, Cecily, you're natural at it, just like I was. Not to brag, but I happen to be a veritable storm of flying fists when the mood strikes me. I treat you to a demonstration here now, except I'm liable to tear down the entire guild in the process. Master Haman has a penchant for regaling us with tales of his exploits. These never amount to a demonstration. His favorite is his victory over the fearsome marauder White Axe, whom he felled with a combination so swift and seamless they say you couldn't see his hands. Or so the legend says, or so the legend goes. Ha! That one never gets old. Our dearest master's humility aside, your progress is truly astounding, Cecila. If I don't keep on my toes, you're like to surpass me in a matter of moons. Just between you and me, Chichudo's have been in a slump of late. It all began when her closest friend and guildmate suddenly up and disappeared. Rurukuda's the lad's name, and he and Chichudo joined the guild together. I'm getting more notifications. I'll have to watch this part over. The two of them were born to refugees when were orphaned by the calamity. Not long after I was made guildmaster, I found them on the streets, starved near to death. I did what any decent man would. I took them in, clothed them, and fed them. When they were strong again, they said they wanted to become Pugilists like me, so I trained them as well. Since then, they've been best of friends and rivals both. One helping raise the other up. With that, we knew what's become of Rurukuda. But we were talking about you, Cecila. You've impressed me yet again, and I hope you continue to do so. Keep up the good work, you hear? Alright. I don't need to do that. Alright. Nice! I'll be back when we're rank 50 or level 15. Again, if there's any bits of lag, I apologize for that. Alright, we are level 50 or level 16 now. We can do the level 15 quest. Yes, there was lag during the level 10 quest. I did my best to cut out the laggy bits, and yeah, sorry about that. Haman, what do you have for me to do now? Ah, there you are, Cecila. Hope you become prepared for a lesson. Today, I want you to go and fight the toxic toads in the nest that nest at the unholy air. Make no mistake, lass. These toads are huge, which means they have huge guts. But that's beside the point. The point is, you'll need to use your head to overcome them. Thanks to their immense girth, these toads hit hard. Fortunately, they tend to hit wild as well. So bide your time and wait for an opening. And when that opening shows, thwack! Rip and tear through your foe with your fists. As proof that you defeat the toads, I want you to bring me 5 of their legs. Chudo and I will be waiting for you at Blackbrush Station. The lesson continues there. Alright. I'll do that. We'll be in when we come back, we'll be in Blackbrush with our legs. Alright, we've got our 5 legs, so Haman, what's our next task? So, did you bring the toad legs? Alright, this is stuff alright. Now, I just need some butter, a slice of sun lemon, and a pinch of, master. What I meant to say was, you've done well to defeat the toxic toad, Cecila. For the next part of your lesson, you'll be putting your endurance to the test against... The talk was true! Haman Holyfist really is here! I could take an area step outside the gate without being flocked by fans. Such is the price of fame. Please, sir, I have grave need of your legendary skills. Somnus is being smuggled through Blackbrush Station. I report this to the brass blades and the stone torches. Asked them to put an end to it, but they both turn a blind eye. Somnus. That's the mind-warping substance made from dream flowers. Those who overindulge are said to fall into an eternal slumber. My dear friend suffered that very fate. That's why I want to put an end to the smuggling. But I'm just an ordinary person, and there's precious little I can do. Haha, you've done well. You've done enough to bring word to me, my friend. For as surely as Haman Holyfist is my name, I'll see that the smugglers scum throw in the dungeon before the bell's through. 12 bless you, sir. You truly are a hero to us all. Ha! Slight change of plan, Cecila. In place of the endurance test, we're going to find and apprehend the smugglers. But first, we must gather information. You two, find out what we can from the people of Blackbrush Station. Report back once you've learned something. Alright. I'll see what I can learn. Searching for some smugglers, you say? Or it is they are associated with the Alacron, a coalition of cold-blooded criminals. But beware, they always act in alliance. Great, wonderful. There is an abandoned curtain lair a short distance west of the Coffer and Coffin. Decent folk tend to give that place a wide berth. Ideal for a smuggling operation, wouldn't you say? And yet you don't do anything to act? You call yourself a brass blade. It appears a silver-haired Lalafell has been seen skulking about the station recently. He was headed west, bearing a suspicious burden. Ooh, I dare say we got something on our hands. The Alacron, a likely hideout, and a silver-haired Lalafell. I don't like the sound of this. Not one bit. Like as not, the smugglers operate out of the abandoned curtain lair west of the Coffer and Coffin. We'll lie and wait for them there. Alright. Great. Those balls! That's... we really outdone ourselves this time. Master Wegfar is bound to be pleased. Say the talk. We have crates to move. Recruiter, it is you, isn't it? Chichudo and Master, it's been a while. You vanished from the guild with nary a word, and we find you smuggling somnus with those villains? What is the meaning of this? A recruiter, my boy. I didn't teach you how to fight so that you can become a pox in society. My student or no, you must be held accountable. Chichudo, Cecila, your lesson begins. Apprehend the smugglers. You lot, take care of these meddlers. I don't want to do that. Show them the fruit of your training, Cecila. Have no fear, we're students of Hamon Holy Fist. The mammoths are all yours, Cecila. Or where are the marauders swinging swings? What am I missing? The enemy Pugilist hit hard. Stay loud on your feet. My sound effects are like all whack out of place. Uses the whole bloody lot of them. Hamon Holy Fist, just our luck. If you know full well who I am, then you know what's good for you. Come quietly or there'll be trouble. Holy Fist? Don't make me laugh. You're being fooled, all of you. Who's fooling who? What in the world are you talking about? It was a dark several moons ago. I was out in the wilds training alone. From a distance, I caught sight of Master leaving the tavern and turning for the city. Thinking to accompany him back, I followed on his heels and was about to call out when I saw this. You would challenge the Holy Fist. You have fighting spirit, I'll grant you that, but you do well to know your limits. Oh boy. Master? Not quite the Holy Fist, huh? You read my every move. You're no ordinary marmot. Oh! Man got fucked up! Huh. All I wanted was to be surrounded by scantily clad maidens when my time came. The gods are cruel. Master, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Now you've seen it with your own eyes. Master was beaten by a marmot. A common bleeding marmot. He would remind us how strong he was at every turn, but he was lying through his teeth. I can scarce believe my eyes. Wait till Master Wigfair learns of this. Oh boy. Forgive me, Chuchudo, Cecila. Harmon Holy Fist conquered every foe that stood before him, but he couldn't conquer old age. My strength, my reflexes, my endurance, they've all left me. There's nothing here but a decrepit old man. I'll be alone for a while. I'll make my own way back to the guild. From now on, you're to do what Chuchudo bids, Cecila. Oh boy. I mean, old age gets gets to anybody. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's pretty old. I mean, old age will do that to anybody. You're in your prime when you're young, but as you get older, that prime starts to dwindle. I've been doing some thinking, Cecila. While it is true that Master had been deceiving us, he meant us no harm. Besides, I know my life. Had he not taken me in all those years ago, I would have died in some ditch. I could never bring myself to hate him. Even if he were an ordinary old man, I would still respect him. Alas, with the truth of his condition revealed, Master Hamon has lost his sense of purpose, his will to teach. I cannot bear to see him like this. I want him to regain his confidence, but for this he needs to regain his former strength. Listen, Cecila, Master ever said that you would remind him of his younger self. Were you to continue showing rapid improvement, I dare to hope that it would rekindle his fighting spirit. To this end, I'll teach you a new technique, one which Master Hamon used to great effect was his prize fighting days. Fists of Earth it's called, and with it you can shore up your defenses to be as unyielding as the earth itself. Make this technique your own, Cecila, and strive to grow stronger still. When next time Master Hamon beholds you, he will surely be moved to action. Whatever you say, lass. All right, we'll be back when we're ranked 20, or level 20, I should say. All right, here we are, level 20. Let's see if we can spark some influence back into our Hamon, who has been sulking apparently. Sir, has the fire ever returned to your soul yet? Oh, it's you, Cecila. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to teach you. If I ever did at all, you're far better off training under Chuchudo. You'll find her over yonder. Just leave me be. Nope, he's still sulking. I was so hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hamon out of his doldrums. It seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hamon once did, overcome the self-same challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Listen well, Cecila. Master once told me that he once used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybund to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to stir the vilekin from their hives bear the mark of his fists. I want you to seek out these trees and do as Master Hamon did. Strike them with the boot shine combo and fight the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you have felled enough of the creatures to collect 3 of their stingers, return here and present them to Master Hamon. They will remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. Alright. We'll be back with our stingers in hand. Alright, we've returned with our stingers, so let's see if we can use these to spark the fire in his spirit. What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace? Those balls, these are hornet stingers. You trained as I once did out in Dry Bone? Those hornet claws are right pesky buggers. I fair lost count of the times they stung me, though I remember the places well enough. The pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. The memories of my younger days come flooding back, but I wouldn't give to relive them. Sessa, I want you to find me, right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again, to have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Alright, let's do it. Let's get that spirit working again. Oh boy. Ready or not, here I come. He's level 1. Oh boy. Make me feel good, Cecila. Oh, look at that. 1. A measly 1. Ugh, that'll leave a bruise. What now? Alright, he leveled up. Now he's level 4. Yes. It's starting to come back to me. You won't have it so easy this round, Cecila. And there's no stopping the Holy Fist, you're still doing 1 damage. I can't bear to watch. Have you no respect for the elderly? Alright, now he's level 8. Yes, yes, my strength returns. Come on, let's get it, go it. 1 more round. Again? Get ready to feel the power of Harmon Holy Fist! Oh, he's pumped up. I feel so alive. All right. Well, he's got the fire back in his spirit. He's leveled up. God, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, so it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. May have to still hope for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet. See if I don't. What are you doing, old man? Learn how to walk. You're Wegfair White Axe. Ain't none called me that in ages. Nay, not since you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that for the humiliation, but it weren't long till I found a place in the Alacron. Your boy Recruiter works for me now. Imagine the surprise when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. But Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, you could always try a whiff of Somnus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample. But like as not, a daughter an old sort like you won't ever wake up again. Shut your mouth, Wegfair, or I'll shut it for you. Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends, after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend a helping hand. By way of motivating you, how about we have us a rematch? Of course, it'd be to take place in public, just like old times. Oh, and there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilist Guild. What? That's ridiculous! Master, you're not obligated to take him up on this. Ah, this must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured that after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her on me as a personal assistant. Do you really mean to fight him? If you have no fear, Chichudo. Master. Cecilla, I don't mean to put undue pressure on you, but the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. I don't believe this. Listen to me, Chichudo. I know I can do this. I just need Cecilla to keep getting stronger as she's been doing so far. Fighting her reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again. So he's using me to boost his level up, pretty much. That's pretty much what the gist of it. If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I were to face Wigford as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats, if not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit to raging, Cecilla. So keep up your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here and we'll both continue our lessons. Alright. Short and sweet. Alright, so we'll be back when we're level 25. Alright, and here we are on level 20 quests, or 25 quests. I got some explaining to do. For the level 25 and 30 quests, I'm forced to using the New Game Plus feature because when I first recorded the 25 and 30 quests, I didn't find this out until I was throwing this stuff in the editing software. My mic audio, the squeaking is returned. I don't know why, but it's only affected those two parts, thankfully. And thankfully, with the New Game Plus feature, it lets you relive old adventures and stories. So, I had to go through the entire damn Pugilist questline again to get back to this point. So, that's why I'm level 50, that's why I'm more geared up than where I am with the current video. So, this is the best as I can do it. So, now we have working audio, hopefully. Come on! What do you want me to do? I swear each time I see you, you might remind me more of my younger self. At this rate, you'll transform into a handsome devil before the moon's over. Now that I believe you're here to learn. Unfortunately, I'm in no condition to teach. This is rather embarrassing to admit, but in my eagerness to prepare for the big rematch or overturn and throw my back out, I tell you, old age, hells, I fear Chichudo will have to tend you in my stead. I'm kind of going to go through this as quickly as possible. It seems the prospect of facing his old rivals lit a veritable fire under Master Hamon's backside. I'm so relieved to see they use the purpose again. The trick now is to keep a lid on his zeal, lest he injure himself. Let's speak of your lesson. When you're ready, come to meet me a little amigo. I have a little challenge that you're certain to find stimulating. I'm kind of like rushing through all the attacks because it's just so annoying. I don't know why the squeaky audio suddenly returned. There wasn't an issue the entire playthrough at all. So I was under the impression that was gone. No, it's not. It affected Final Fantasy VII Remake too. Thankfully, I was able to make up for my losses by redoing some of the squeaky audio bits. Thankfully, I can redo it here too. It's just annoying, and it's just frustrating. I don't know what caused the squeaky audio to come up in the first place. It just suddenly came up out of nowhere. I don't even know when it all started, because I first caught on to the squeaky audio in Tales of Graces. But when I was looking back into Final Fantasy 12, I noticed in some of the parts there were squeaky audios in there. So I don't know when or how this all started out, but it was after a computer update that that has since caused the problem, and I have no idea how to fix it. So if anybody knows how to fix the squeaky audio, please let me know, because I'm at my wit's end. All my drivers are updated, everything's updated, so I have no clue on how to fix the squeaky audio. If you don't know what I'm talking about by squeaky audio, basically my voice turns into this high-pitched, unintelligible squeaky noise, and which forces me to unplug the mic and plug it back in, which gets the mic audio working again. But that requires me actually having to catch wind of it, and I normally don't catch wind of it until I look back on the videos, which is why I have my phone on with the earbuds in to I can listen in on the stream. So if I do hear squeaky audio, I'll know it right then and there, immediately. It's just frustrating. Oh, shit. I have it on very easy because I'm going through this really quickly, as fast as I can. Excellent work, Cecil. All that's left is to have Master Hamon come and train. Oh, who's this guy? There's this guy. What are you doing here? That adventure is a negative influence on Master Hamon. I'm going to see that she never bothers him again. What are you talking about? Cecil's the best thing that's happened to Master Hunt in years. And if you want a piece of her, you'll have to deal with me too. Alright, just let me get this over with. I don't know why, Chichudo. No, I won't let you hurt Cecil. Hounds, tear that woman apart. I'm not afraid of your hounds. That warhound is trouble, Cecil. Fish up as quick as you can. There, I just did. Because I have the difficulty on super easy. A basset? Where'd you find that thing? That creature will sap your strength. Avoid its gaze. Alright, guy, get out of here. Why, Rurakuda? Why are you so bent on bringing down Master Hamon and seeing the guild in ruins? You have it all wrong. I'm doing this all for Master's own sake. It's true I left the guild for the shock of seeing Master in the pathetic state, but it's true I got involved with some unsavory types. But where else was I supposed to go? Me, a refugee without a guild to his name. Well, for all the ungrateful things I've done, I've never forgotten how Master Hamon took me in and instructed me in the ways of the fist. This is why I want him to give up his foolish notion of facing Wegfar. You don't know what that man like I do, Chichudo. Should this fight come to pass, I fear Master won't walk away with his life. It doesn't matter that Master has grown weak and feeble. It's just, I just want him to live, even if it means having him swallow his pride. Oh, Rurakuda, why didn't you just say so? But now that I know your mind, I can say with confidence that you have no cause to fear. Cecil is not the plague that you think she is. It's her will to succeed that's inspiring Master to regain his former strength. And then the day of the rematch finally comes, I have no doubt she will wallop that odious Wegfar to the 7th hell and back. I pray you're right, but whatever happens, I know that I cannot help you. Not where I am. Chichudo, Cecil, I leave Master Hamon in your care. Gods, it felt liberating! Trading blows with Rurakuta learned his true agenda. A great burden has been lifted off my chest. Let's return to the guild, Cecil. You have had your training, and now it's time for Master Hamon's. Alright, get me out of here. This whole video is just gonna be like this for the New Game Plus. This is actually the first time I've actually had to utilize New Game Plus too, so it's actually kind of interesting. Hopefully, I don't have to use it very often. I'll probably start when I do just straight recordings where I can't tell if the audio is all squeaky. I'll probably just do like a test recording before each recording. Welcome back, Cecil. I'm told you've kindly set up some dummies for me, but God's woman, did you have to put them in such dangerous places? To make matters worse, Chido's hidden my grog and says I won't see a drop of it till I finish training. How in the 7 hells am I supposed to loosen my flagrum now? That girl will have to make a fine good mess when the time comes. I heard about Rurakuta as well, of course. For all his shortcomings, the boy has a good heart. But while his concern is touching, I won't welcome Wegfar. Not today and not ever. On that note, I best get ready for my little jaunt to little Alamigo. If I can't face down a few mindless beasts, I'm in no shape to challenge Wegfar. Don't slack off, Cecil, or I'll leave you in my dusty wake. And of course you will. Alright. Thankfully, this is the last quest that got plagued with the squeaky audio. I'm pleased to say that I managed to find and thwack all the dummies. You did well to put them where you did last. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. But what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not far from regaining my former strength. One last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Cecil. I want you to meet me at Sagoli Desert at a settlement called the Forgotten Springs. This place is home to the most luscious Makati made on this side of Eorzea. God, I can't wait to take in their lovely forms again. You just want to go there to just look at the bathing girls. I know what's on your mind. You peeping Tom. The landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eyes can see, crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet, scantily clad lasses giggling with it as they bathe and frolic. I remember these things, but my body's forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I'd have you enter, Cecil. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job, but before we begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south and defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting for you here. What? Don't I need to warm up too? Oh, don't you worry, I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit them. If you don't want to be outdone by this old man, you'd best run along and give them more of the same. Of course I will. I'll be back when I've beaten the 5 worms. The 5 sandworms. So you've seen the sandworms? Marvelous, now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat Wegfar, I'll need more than just endurance. I'll need to remember just how each strike transitions to the next. And you're going to help me refresh my memory by pumping the sense back into me. Again, it's going to be set on very easy, so I can get through this faster. Hit me, Cecil, with everything you've got. Alright. Don't hold back. That's it, give me more! Sir? Yes, this pain, I can feel it working! I guess I beat him down too fast. This feeling, this is it! I guess I beat him down too fast. This is what I call growing pains. Now we fight. This time I'm going to give you as much as I get. Not finished yet. Yeah, of course you are. Me, the next round will be mine. You had enough, old man. Nothing can keep me down. Bet yourself a mind to finish this. Forget your 100 fists. I have it. I did not want to skip that. I almost did. I've got it. As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its past, so too must our combinations be. Ooh, that even rhymes. I guess that's so the raging torrent of your blows has been a strike of lightning into my brain case. I remember everything. Master, it's Wegford. The man is back in Old Dawn is demanding that you fight him now. So it begins. Very well, I will go and settle the score with Wegford. You'll be the first to know that Holy Fist has returned. Alright. Alright. Let's go wrap this up. Again, very easy. Ha! I didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. I just give up now, and we can put an end to this mummer's farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only mummer's farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm gonna make you the same offer. Walk away, and you won't get hurt. They say Hamon Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here on the avenue. Is it safe? Ha! I see age has robbed you of your wits as well as your strength. Yeah, well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny you? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying. Boom! A little glimpse of his younger self. Oh. Get. Just like old times, eh, Wegfar? Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was too fast. No, this can't be. I refuse to be beaten by a senile old fool. Get your asses out here, all of ye. In case you're wondering, that was Pluto. Just a draft of it and your body turns hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. Huh, stubborn bugger. Ruvakuda? But why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats. Say your purse, whatever gods you keep. By the time I finish, not even your mothers will recognize you. I have no mother, sir. I'm an orphan. Beat all your guys. I'll lop your heads off and shit down your necks. You'll be wet for me. I'll have your back. Bloody hell, Wigfar's maiming his own. Utter madness. Keep clear of Wegfar. You're tough as old mutton, huh, man? You're maybe somewhat tenderer, like a sight to your adorable students. No, Wegfar, it's me you wanted to fight. Watch out, stuff Wegfar comes. I can take him on, I'm not scared of him. There we go. You did it, Master Haman. You won. Master. No, Chichudo. We won. This victory wasn't mine alone. I can't. Holy fisticuffs, that was incredible. You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of this, what happened here. Our work here is done. Let's all go home to the guild. You start an all-out brawl in the middle of the street and the brass blades don't even show up. I mean, what the fuck? So much for being the authority figure of the city. I mean, come on. I want to thank you again, Cecil. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. Perhaps even more importantly, Rakuda's come to his senses and Chichudo's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I will have no more to do with the Alacron. I will roam the land till I find myself and strive to become a great pugilist like you. You've only just returned. You're leaving us already? I don't suppose there's nothing I can say that will change your mind. But if you're wanted for company or a sparring partner, no, you're always welcome here. Youthful vigor is a truly blissful thing. Blessed thing. Go well, my boy. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll do me proud. As for you, Cecily, your combination of a sight to behold and right painful to receive, and helped me remove from my training, you've come to your own as a pugilist. The time is abrupt. I taught you the technique that won me countless bouts of the blood sands. I call it demolish. Unleashed in the coral form, it combines powerful punches and kicks that send your opponent reeling. You've grown strong since up, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident you'll be able to blaze yourself a path. As long as your spirit burns bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I'm the living proof. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself never to be forgot. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, so that is the level 25 and 30 quests from the New Game Plus mode. I'll be back on the proper track at level 35. Or no, I lied. The level 30, oh shit, never mind, hold on. I also got to redo, I also got to redo the beginning of, Monk's shit too. Fuck. Alright, I guess we're doing that then. Oh, fuck me. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Brother from another mother. Tell me, do you know Professor Eric? He's a scholar of errors in the military with genius second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty, but never mind all that. Man spends more guild on Moon's research than the most seen in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever reasons should the professor meet an untimely fate, he'll be unable to collect the guild what he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh no, it would be a terrible loss for the academic community and so forth. Okay. The point is the man just needs to be guarded. To that end, I sent the monk of Alamigo to see his safety, but it turns out the bloody oaf has no work ethic about him. Just like an Alamigan. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels in danger, so he is in demand. We assign him a new bodyguard, and that's why I'm so glad to see you, Cecila. The professor is waiting his new escort as we speak, and I'd like you for it to be you. You are yet a mere Pugilist. Perhaps this task would prove some insight into what the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmith's Guild and there. Okay, get me out of here. And like I said, I'm trying to breeze through all the text as fast as I can read. Because, like I mentioned, it's very frustrating having to go back and redo this. It would have been so bad if it was like near the beginning of the Pugilist stuff, but the fact this is at the literal end of the Pugilist quest and the beginning of Monks was kind of frustrating. Oh shit! I skipped that. My mistake. Note that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjuring your simple mind and romantic images of vast plains of open valleys with armies charging blindly one another. False! I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they were made camp and marched. No doubt you think such signs to be those in the Song of Bards. False! They are here beneath our very feet, and to find them to determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you have jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my treatises have you read? All of the... None? Gods, I know you adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered, but I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence, unlike that Wittergeld buffoon. The man proved to be the sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chalk or whatever it is those barbarians do all day. I meant he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone up to 12, knows nowhere, has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good, you show that much promise at least, but let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the Silde excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great import to this history of Silde transpired there. Surely if you have ears, you have heard of Silde, or are you deaf as well as dull? Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Silde was plunged into chaos in the waking of King Lalawefu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, blah blah blah. Okay, this is all just very fancy talk. I don't care about any of this. It's fascinating, is it not? Is it not convinced one things that could not have happened any other way? No, false. One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all traces would disappear when it was published. Mine own research unearthed any such evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you're not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. And so we make for the Silde excavation site in the central Thanalan. Travel the way before we see to it is safe, and once there, set this ether meter. And should you ever care to know more of the years in history military? Okay, I don't care at all, sir. I've come here to be a monk, not a historian. Plus, I kind of want to get to this. I got other things I gotta do, like getting this video, the whole job quest video rendered out, and this is putting a delay in my efforts. So I kind of want to have this all rendered out by the time I was ready to do more Final Fantasy VII, but apparently that's just not meant to be. In fact, it should have been rendering out for the last hour. Well done. Now we need only wait for the ether meter to gauge that. Oh, good. Wonderful. There are fiends about Sessa that are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Oh, this is what you're here for. Have at it. Ah, here comes a true foe. Well, it's fascinating to see how it proved valuable. Ugh. We're glowing. Welder Gal, it's so good of you to drag yourself all the way here, you purblind sluggard. Since you far exceeded what an admitted expectation had of you, I suppose the introductions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realms unread to the comfort of another's company. Wittergale, Sessa, Wittergale, the monk I spoke of, sent to me by Gagaruna. I tried to make a people of Wittergale as well, but he has little mind of history, and his primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on them. Oh, truly? This is the area where the signs of Walking Dead? I have heard tales. Some claims they've been seen in operation wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful, there's still dangers about. This work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. The discovery awakens him. You too have awakened, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone before you. It was as Eric said. Wittergale is my name, and I'm a brother of the monkhood. My brother is the Fist of Ralgar. Our way to train is the body and mind. Fist is our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened, and the life force within control. Chakra exists in all that lives in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline with these the life force is commanded. There are those who require no training. The inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have never heard of this happening, but never have I seen it until now. I see in you great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path, and so I will give you this a soul crystal, the mark of our order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then with the order's leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear, so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. There is no more than beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The ether reaches for the chakra and aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. That fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow ever more. The professor is leaving. Fear not, I'll see to his safety. Please, sister, the ether meter. Gather and bring it to the Goldsmith's Guild. The man is leaving without his device. Classic. let's go bring this to the guy. Well, look what decided to grace us with their presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was about to begin my analysis, so if you matters, if you matters wish to speak on, what should you save it for? Here's your stupid device. You brought this ether meter, excellent. I feel you might not be entirely useless. Now let us see what the discoveries away. Watergale passed along a soul crystal to you. Moved to join the monkhood by the bone-headed Claude, were you? Well, I suppose it is for the best that my pupils get along, but I do believe I will see to it that you're sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements. And I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path quickly if you mean to defend yourself, and me besides. Great, wonderful. Alright, and that is going to be the end of the New Game Plus roundup. What do you mean? My god, I guess I have to get out of here. So, do that. There we go. There we go. Now put my soul crystal back on. Where's my soul crystal at? Oh, it's my... Alright. Now, that is the level 25, 30, and 35 quests. Hopefully I do not have to resort to using New Game Plus again. Or at least make it so it's earlier in the quest line. So, I will see you on the proper track when we're level 35. Alright, we are level 35. As you can see, I'm also playing around with the filters a little bit. As you can see where the text box is. I probably should have done this looked into this a long time ago. But, hopefully, with the text box pixelated and everything, all blurred out, kind of, sort of. It'll be better than having me switch off the, stupid image. So, you know, we'll see how it works. But anyway, Eric. What's our next task? Insulted intelligence. Just the people I was hoping to see. I was a hair's breadth from setting up on my own. Look at you. Yes, I dare say you appear to have been growing in a brawn at the expense of brain. Right, well, let's measure some ether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far more too stupid to take, much less understand, etheric readings. It is true, you are stupid, but the ether meter shall do all the work for you and translate the bit. Excuse me, sir. Why am I working for you? Call me stupid? Do you know who I am? Bitch. As soul's more suited to action. The monk simpleton yourself need only carry the device in your person instead about being on things as you always did. Shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Ether is not only the source of all magics, but also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the ether comprised its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that ether remains, lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have ethereal crystallizations, physical manifestations, okay. In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of ether that is left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in crystallizations. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries? No, false, you idiot. Battlefields, do you not see? The etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale of more of the battle that took place there. As for those fools that beliefs that monkhood cubes, chakra, and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say that they are one and the same as ether itself. The ether churning around these ancient battlefields comes to naturally settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animal, though more so in the latter. It accumulates within them, failing these beasts, then releases that ether, causing a surge. Okay. Alright, get me out of here. No, it's not time for time for that tale. The area I'm placing you in your charge is Bloodshort in Eastern Lanosia. Place this ether meter in the appropriate location, have a spell, retrieve it, and bring it to me. I obtain the data I require, and you and the monk simpleton are afforded the chance to indulge your, how should I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshort's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly to tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Oh, excuse me! Holy shit! Insult me again. Have you brought the ether meter? If you're gonna insult me, I'm gonna take this device and shove it where it fits. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I put up here at the Goldsmiths Guild. My ether meter is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself, had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Widergalt delivered the results for his routing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There's a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Preparing the ether meter and determining which locations to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours or whatever it is you do in my absence? God damn, get me away from this guy. Please. Alright. That we'll be back when we're level 40. Hopefully, this guy isn't going to be as insulting towards us next time. Because, I ain't liking him. I ain't liking him so far. Alright, here we are, level 40. Let's see what this rude fellow has for us now. God, I do not want to come back to this guy. But I have to. Ah, dearest Tesla, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now. And it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I haven't been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone. Ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research, I regret nothing, Tesla. Excuse me? Say perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls so as unlearned as yourself. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction was guided you to such success. There, how was that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battleground to measure next. At yours is home to numerous locations where the ether is in an intensely chaotic state, and which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the ether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicted upon this. But turn the theory on its head, Tesla, if your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose areas roiling ether to hold their battles? I have already sent a simpleton monk to take measurements of the fine sand banks. As you are doubtless unaware, this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his ether meter. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamigo and Southern Thanalan by this time. You think I ask much of you? False! I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snake Mold in the Stealth Shroud, and there take measurements with your own ether-meter. I will continue with my research here in your absence. Mind you, if you cared at all about the Autumn War and fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You can only ask. No, sir, I'm good. I'm out of here. I'll go fetch your stupid meters. Oh. No, I want no boring ass history lesson from you. I've come to be a monk, not be a historian. You've come far. It's good to see you, sister. You've come with me for my ether meter. It's not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry, they'll be ready soon. You make for Snake Molten South Shroud. Eric believes that ether is strong there, yet that land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morning. Leave me to my task here, and make for Snake Mold. Take your readings. My work shall be done soon. I'll bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I'll not trouble you to wait. Go. We will meet again at Snakewood, sister. Why does it feel like this guy talks in very short sentences? Alright, Snake Mold it is. Let's take some measurements. Opens a chakra within me. Oh, goody. It's good to know. Oh, look at this guy. How long have you been sitting here? Well done, sister. I feel your chakra. It has grown. I hoped to arrive before you, but I say I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There is nothing left for me here. It is as I told you. When monks travel where ether flows strong, there we train. The power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expand. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter into no other until it calms. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing at fine sand banks. That land bonded to my chakra, and its ether is now at rest, as at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to little Alamigo. Oh. The teaching's chidings? Worry not. I'll use my device here. Any result will suffice. The man in the Zora reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad existence to sacrifice all for youth, yet being unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, sister. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. I tell this to you, you and you alone. I am of the Alamegan resistance. I fight for freedom from Garlemald. Naturally, this quest line was like dated way before Stormblood, so obviously these job quests aren't going to incorporate our actual story progression. I escaped the occupation. I came here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Alamigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This board demands great power. That power lies in the chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only of his work, not the suffering of innocence. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefields, they turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If the List's way is lost to me, no. No, I will have this power. I must. An end to oppression. An end to starvation. Alamigo will be made free. I will see it done. Forgive my speech. It's a matter close to my heart. You know, I'm surprised this guy never popped up at all during the Stormblood's quest line. You think with all his prattling on about freeing Alamigo, he never once made an appearance. I'll give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, sister. Oh, okay. Alright, guy. I'm left with more questions than I have answers. But whatever. So where do we go? I trust you returned both my ether meters. Please tell me you fumbling dolts that haven't managed to damage either of them this time. All looks in order to be here. The readings from your device look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Your chakra opened up a bit more, did it? Yes, well, ether is the most mysterious and wonderful thing. I'm glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now, leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass time. Fighting, you say? Fighting, you say? Or, I don't know, scratching? Scratching? Ah, sir, I'm not a cat. I'm an Aura. Auras don't scratch. Fist of fire! Alright. That is level 40 quest done, so I will be back when we hit level 45. Alright, we are level 45. So, Eric, this guy, Mr. Rude Fellow here, what's our next task that you gonna have me do? Pursuit of power, huh? You two played me for a fool. The data the Simpson monk brought me was absolutely astounding, groundbreaking, revolutionary. Yet I remain objective in my analysis as a scholar must. Poring over the data, I finally arrived at a disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. The values were near identical. Equivalences mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I could neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time not drawing nearer to the truth. And for what? Tell me, what was it you two were doing in the field? Bah, not this bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you? It is not but an imperceptible ether. Call it what it is. And to think I had a mind to put your names under mine when my hypothesis was published. This life force, this spiritual energy, this godforsaken eternal soul essence. I care not what primitive nomenclature those backward monks wish to assign it. It is ether, plain and simple. They claim they are able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline, the opening of this so-called chakra. False. This is nothing more than the ethereal regulation of organisms, a basic and natural concept. In an attempt to explain what science does not yet fully understand, the monks have erected an institution of control. Their preachings are unassailable by design, for none can disapprove the existence of the unknowable. They promise power in return for abjection and servitude. Control and power, indeed, only that of man. It is the very essence of a religion and should be treated with contempt as all religions should. Ether resides in all living things, and so do natural mechanisms with the capacity to regulate it. This is simply life, not some mystical supernatural endowment. I concede, of course, that the heightened mental faculties of man allow for the potential to gain conscious control over those mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and the simpleton monk have already achieved that end. The indiscretion and impertinence of youth. I suppose it can be forgiven once. In my own youth, I was not the model perfection you see before you. I too have made what some might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the seventh chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement among the monkhood. I make it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. It was the flow of ether within the two of you which betrayed our falsehood. The whispering of your chakra, as I'm sure the monks would rush to call it. But serendipity almost often revisits the industrious. Just so, it is precisely those ethereal whispers that proved to be most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonated perfectly with the ether of the battleground. I can see by your vapid expression that you're missing my point. Allow me to spell it out for you. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain ethereal wave amplitude and frequency, it would resonate with one's own ether. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your own chakra. I can't believe I'm being reduced to speaking in these terms. It stands to reason that any ethereal wave, there may be a location that will resonate with it. Think of the implications, Cecilla. If the seventh chakra the monks speak of truly exists, then so too must an ultimate battleground to bond with it. The concentration of ether in such a place will be unlike anything ever recorded. I forgive your past treachery guided me as it did to this great discovery. That, and I need you to do more work for me. Here, take this new etherometer. Make from Lark's column each shroud. My research indicates it is a very promising tract indeed. Set up your etherometer and have it, as you have others in the past, and kill whatever you must to obtain a strong reading. Slaying beasts will release the ether of the land they are steeped in, and it may then resonate with your own. I suppose in the primitive terms of the monkhood, that would translate to the expansion of your chakra. Oh, and you'll not be crossing paths with the simpleton monk this time. I'll be sending him to take readings at East End. I have no intentions of allowing you two to conspire to impede my research again. You care to know more about the event? Okay, I don't care at all, sir. I don't want this guy's attitude. This guy just keeps getting worse and worse. Get me the hell out of here. I don't care about you or your research, sir. My weapon's like super big. Look at the size of the thing. I mean, come on. It's huge. Alright. Lark's call is back that way. Actually, it's surrounded by all these guys, so hopefully these things don't interfere with me. Come on, come over here. up our device. And turn to Mr. Rude Fellow. As much as I don't want to. We've got no choice. We got no choice. Oh. I very much look forward to the readings of both your and Wittergeld's ether meters. What's this? You've already finished? What are you sitting there talking for? Come, give me the ether meter. Amazing, simply amazing. And your soul crystal. It's glowing more vibrantly than ever before, is it not? Oh, I skipped that. I grabbed Mash X too fast. I can see the feeble gears turning in your mind. Come, there's no need to feel the shame of your ignorance. If wish to know what's transpired, then okay. No. Whatever it is you're about to tell me, I don't care. The simpleton monk asked that I send you his way. Should I see you? He awaits you at Little Alamigo in Southern Thanalan. Surely you see Wittergeld for the danger he is. He is the most dangerous type of mind, one blinded by revolution and revenge. I do wish you'd tell him yourself that people should live for the future rather than the past. You thought I did not know he was out of the Alamigan resistance? How saddening is it that on the rare occasions you do show yourself to think you are wrong. Of course I know. What matter of imbecile do you take me for? No doubt Wittergeld thinks me the idiot. False. These two eyes see far more than you know. I too am an Alamigan and love my homeland every bit as much as he. Go now, hurry to Little Alamigo. I will keep you no longer. No doubt Wittergeld is already waiting your arrival. Great. That's not where I wanted to go. Where you at, buddy? Robo Dragon. I spoke to Eric. Do not lie to me, sister. You told him who I am, what I seek to do. I am not angered. He tried to sway me from my path. He believed resistance will only leave more dead. I expected as much from him. I feigned understanding. He asked much of me, with the monkhood and the fist. He asked the 7 chakra. My answers excited him. He said they would advance his studies. I too learned from him. I am near the 7th chakra now. Soon the resistance will rise. You too will see. Very soon. Others do not understand. Alamigo tried to protect them. We were the shield of the realm. We bled to fend off Garlemald. None here know our suffering. None here can imagine it. The lives we led after the fall, after the shield was sundered. I have traveled far and wide. I have met many souls, but none are as you. You have a gift. Yours is a great strength. United to ours, sister. Help us reclaim our home. Your efforts will be rewarded. I already did, sir. You weren't a part of that, apparently. But you're a little late. I've already reclaimed Alamigo. Look upon my garments. This is the war garb of the monkhood. It attunes the wearer's chakra, enables it to realize its fullest potential. Yeah, it's ugly. It's yellow. Let me tell you, yellow and white. Well, white is a special case, but yellow, in most cases, besides my glamour, my specific glamour, I hate. I can't stand them. Yellow, especially. The cloth is imbued with the power of Ralger. Only monks of his fist may don it. Only those who can overcome many trials. I'll tell you how it can be yours. Fear not. I require you to speak no vows. I ask that you only fight with us. Give yourself to our cause. You long for adventure, I understand, but longings can wait. This cannot. See Alamigo freed, then enjoy your own freedoms. What say you, sister? Fine. You have the heart of a true monk. You are different from the others in this realm. Hear this. A set of war garb was stolen. The fist was tracked the bandits. We know now where 3 of the relics are. Here in Southern Thanalan, the Sepulchre and the Circle of Tempered. And in Northern Thanalan, the abandoned Amagina Mithril Mine. Your soul crystal will react to the relics. Draw near them and they will glow. By this power you can find them. The fist's honor has been trampled upon. Make the heretics you find pay for the sins. Eric has sold his soul to this land, but he is a knowledgeable man. He knows more than I of the monkhood and of the fist. Speak with him if you would know more of our way. The man revels in hearing himself speak. Yeah, I can see why. That's one thing I can agree on. I can't stand either of these guys. I can't stand Eric's attitude, pessimistic attitude, and this guy speaks in too many short sentences. And plus, he's wearing very ugly armor. Anything but yellow. I say white is a special case because, well, white goes great with Colibri pink. So, but in most cases, when it comes to like picking out a favorite color or preferred color, white is a hard no. And yellow is a definite no. Hot pink, definite no. Any glare, oh great, of course there's a fake here. These guys are in my way. Great. Oh, it's Lacing. Never mind. I'll take that. I'll never wear it. Down there. Alright, where's this thing at? Oh, thanks for distracting, Callista. Now I'm out of here. I'm a Gina mine. This doesn't matter where I go. Oh, good. Alright, well, I know what I gotta do. Sir! Whoa! Oh, of course you aggro. You go away too. Alright. Back to Alamigo. Alright, sir, I found 3 of your ugly pieces of armor. You've returned the first 3 relics are yours, and now the fifth has located the 4th. There is a concurrent merchant who deals in contraband. The 4th relic is among his wares. Hurry to Lord Lanosia. Find this concurrent and take back with that which is now yours by right. Okay. Why is it always a concurrent, man? Didn't we have run-ins with the troubled concurrent merchant before? With the what's her name, Summoner book? Or Arcanist book? Stinky alright, come to stop Kiki Rune's business come to take Shinies, kill her, kill the Stinky! Excuse me? Yes, this is as friendly as ever. sir. Stinky, don't kill Kiki Rune. Please don't kill. Take back Monk's circle. Take and spare. Give me that shit. Thank you. I'll never wear it. Now you're free to go. Guild. The fourth relic is now yours. You have done well, sister, but know this, there is another relic, a fifth and final piece. It will be yours, a gift from brother to sister. Given on the day Alamigo stands free once more. That day is near. Eric sent word not long ago. He claims his revolution has begun as well. He has made a grand discovery and now is setting it to paper. I look forward to his work. With it, we will know all we must. The day he finishes will be the day Alamigos were born. Return to him now, sister. Ask for yourself when that day will be. May Ralger watch over you. Sir! You're a little late. I've already freed Alamigo. Fine, don't listen to me. Don't believe me at all. All you have to do is just hop aboard and you'll see for yourself. I'm afraid I haven't time for you now, Cecil. I was penning my thesis based on the ethereal data you and the simpleton collected. There have been significant developments since last we spoke. Or rather, since last I spoke and you stood before me with that ever-vapid expression. Soon I will complete my work and present it at a conference with my peers. Surely you can pass the time until then punching, kicking, and pursuing other monthly interests, yes? Go do that then. I will do that. Cause you're an ass, and I don't like you. Alright. We'll be back when we're level 50, where we can wrap up Monk. Well, for now. Alright, so we are level 50. So let's talk with Eric once more and see what other task he has for us to do. 5 easy pieces. Oh boy. My theory is correct. Correct, I tell you. This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime, perhaps of all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend the significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with a thunderous applause. And to think I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. Both you and the Pugilist guild that sent you are due gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has a semi-illiterate oaf wandered off to? I took note of his absence of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah! What? What have I done? Cecil, I feel the words I offered may have driven Wittergill to intensely insane. I analyzed the ethereal waves of your bodies second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism, the so-called 7th chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silvertier Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery. This is the discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall have never accomplished such a feat of the mind, Cecil, and I find myself pitying you. But I digress. Do you not see what I have done, Cecil? I've told him precisely where he must go to unlock the 7th chakra. He has given his life to the fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end, the power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Any fool can see that. Almost any fool can see that he imagines the 7th chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire on such terms will only result in another tragedy like which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He has gone to Silvertier Falls in Mordona. I'm certain of it. You must go, Cecil. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they will not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. As the man lost it, Let's go find out what he's up to. Alright, where's this guy at? Down there. Alright, sir. Uh-oh. This looks foreboding. You claim the power of Garlemald? Fools! Power outside of your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. The 7 chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Alamigo fell to these? Uh-oh. Ah, sister. But perhaps that's best. I've just attended our Garlean guests. I wanted us to be alone. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beat as drums. Do you not feel it, sister? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger. Garlemald took everything from Alamigo. They left us nothing. Not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of this truth I speak. I will reclaim it. All of it. But I need great power to do so. That power rests within the 7 chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The 5th and final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met, we monks seek sacred ground. There we train. That is how the chakra are opened. The teacher told me himself, this is where the 7th chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground. The ground of battle between you and me. Your strength is peaked. Through it, mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have purpose. It'll be for Alamigo. Rejoice, sister. You shall die a martyr. See about that, sir? You've lost your mind. The 7 chakra settle with me. Come, let's end this now. Close. Why? Why will you not yield to your power? for the greater good. Stay back! This power is mine! The others of Eorzea are ignoring their suffering. Why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Cecil, that power. The monk's eye. That light! Never have I seen anything like it. Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating! Simply fascinating! You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Oh! Got socked! Why? Why did you strike me? Silence, you bloody fool! You oaf! You idiots! I would strike you 1,000 times more if you did not pain my hand so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Bugger opening your infernal chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland of the Ironworks Sid Garland of the Ironworks that bear his name once wrote that the Silver Tier Falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round and we live on its surface. Even you should see then that he did not speak of a center in the physical sense. I am no astrologian, nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. The vital energy of Hydaelyn, with that which is called ether, is one and the same as the life force in which you monks believe. At the center of our world, these Silver Tier Falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. We all share the same existence. We're neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times, that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. To bring forth life! As part of this world, we must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force. In that, you are no different than the very guardians you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people? To every soul who has suffered? To children with empty bellies? To wives made widows? I would. To every last soul among them. Even if they failed to grasp their meaning, as you do now, I would and will speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle and vie for power without considering the consequences of doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another and to this world as part of it is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? You have done the realm indeed the world a great service, Cecila. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. Oh, goody. Happy endings? With a question mark? Oh yeah, I probably should take off the, I still gotta take off the blur Can't tell if it's gone. Hang on. Not long ago, I spoke with a man in Alamegan. He too was the resistance. He asked me a simple question: why do I fight? I did not hesitate. I did not think. The word came of its own will. Revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts, that it is the most common of reasons, the easiest and the most dangerous. I did not think on it then. Perhaps now I should. Hang on, let me make sure the... Okay. I still gotta remember to take off that blur in cutscenes. It's probably not as noticeable, but it's better than having a picture flat on the screen. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, sister. You and the teacher. For that, I thank you both. I made a promise. I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you. For those whose 7 chakras open. Don't you have a spare? I want to wear yours. It's not even gonna fit me. As Alamigo fought to protect itself, to protect all areas here from the Empire, and yet we are despised, ignored, worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time, I did not understand. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong in me, and in the teacher, as it was in his son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish I'd tell him that he is not so. Farewell, sister. May Roger watch over you. You don't say. Ugly armor I'll never wear. Nice. And it's all done. Alright. Sweet. And that is it for the level 50 monk videos. Or the level 50 monk videos, but for the 1 through 50 monk videos. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with Eric for quite some time. Hopefully he's warmed up to us a little bit. So, hopefully by the next time we see him, he won't be as arrogant. If that's the word I'm looking for. Annoying. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you